Okay, we've had the new parts come through from the fabrication process. We'll have them with us for the next Grand Prix.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top three today. Hamilton, Bottas, and Sebastian Vettel. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that.
What was the secret of your qualifying pace?
I've heard rumours that you're interested in moving to this team. Is there any truth to that? Appreciate your time.
Welcome to Budapest once again for another round of the Formula One World Championship. Historically a good race for first victories, with Button, Hill, Alonso and Heikki Kovalainen all reaching the top step of the podium for the first time here. 14 corners then for our drivers to navigate at the 2.7-mile Hungaroring today. It's 6 lefts and 8 rights around a lap here, with average speeds in the region of 120 miles per hour. let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole position, and it's Valtteri Bottas that completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Vettel, Leclerc, the rookie, and Ricciardo, Verstappen, Stroll, Sainz, and Pierre Gasly, Norris, Russell, Daniel Kvyat, and Matsushita, Magnussen, Joe, Alexander Albon. They've taken a grid penalty, and Nick de Vries, Perez, and Antonio Giovinazzi starts from the back of the grid. That's it then, it's time to go racing, as we head to trackside for today's race.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going. The pull away. You'll have a bit more grip than that on the start, but we need to warm the tyres properly now. Make sure you get some heat into the brakes as well. Check your MFD for a new strategy option. VSC deployed. Go now. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track. DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Of an impact. Let me know you're okay.
There'll be smiles back at the factory after that one. A great race and a real team performance to take victory here in Hungary. What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
I'd say it was down once again to good, consistent driving, nailing the corners, working to the track conditions and perfecting the team's strategies. They got all of these things right today and the results speak for themselves.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot. A well-earned victory for Mercedes. So let's review the updated driver standings. It's a great result for Lewis Hamilton, who moves further ahead at the top of the table. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
It's got to be Valtteri Bottas, a commanding performance that I think had the audience's eyes glued to him for the majority of the race.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes continue to extend their lead. Meanwhile, Renault move up the table with another strong performance this weekend. Well, that was certainly an incredible weekend of racing. Be sure to join myself and Ant for more exciting Formula One action soon.
It's contract renewal time, so think about if this is where you still want to be. We can try and negotiate a better deal here, but we also have the chance to look elsewhere. Great. They're happy to enter into negotiations with us.
So just ahead of us in this session at the moment are Bottas and Hamilton, and we're in front of Ricciardo, Verstappen and Norris. The fastest lap at this point in time is a 1:54.7. Inters seem like the fastest tyre for now. Leading the pack, P1, and behind us are Bottas, Ricciardo and Verstappen. Currently, the fastest lap is a 1:54.5.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid. The rookie, Bottas, and Daniel Ricciardo. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that. It's always good to qualify at the front, isn't it? The weather hasn't been ideal in qualifying. What's your take on it? There's quite a buzz around this team at the moment. What are your thoughts on them? Appreciate your time.
Welcome along then to the Belgian Grand Prix, the race that gave us the maiden victory for the Jordan team in 1998. And in the same team, the phenomenal debut of a young Michael Schumacher. There's always something special around one of the many corners of this fan-favourite circuit. Spa-Francorchamps today, a circuit that spans 4.35 miles. There are tons of elevation changes along the way too. 19 corners making up this circuit, with 9 of those to the right and the remaining 10 to the left. This track is a great one for fans of pure speed. The average lap speed comes close to a whopping 145 miles an hour. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. The rookie lines up on pole position, and P2 goes to Daniel Ricciardo, a strong showing from the Australian. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Albon, Vettel, Charles Leclerc and Norris, Kvyat, Hamilton, Sainz and Pierre Gasly, Bottas, Zhou, Sergio Perez and Verstappen, Russell, De Vries, Lance Stroll and Antonio Giovinazzi, Magnussen and Nobuharu Matsushita. And now it's time to head down to the track.
How was the pull away? You'll have a bit more grip than that on the start, but we need to warm the tyres properly now. Make sure you get some heat into the brakes as well. Okay, the start was fine. Let's try and move forward. DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you are within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. Daniel's in the pits. Box, we're adjusting the strategy. Come in this lap. Caution, caution, Virtual safety car is ending. Maintain your pace until the green flag. VSC ending. Wait for green. Release, release. Only one stop to go. One stop left in this strategy. We're in P14. Gasly is ahead of you. They're on fresh mediums. Sainz is behind you. Okay, the gap behind is 23.4 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. 6 laps until your pit window is open. 13 laps to go. Our gap to the car in front is 1.1 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. The time last lap was a 2:7.9. You've been pushing your luck on the track limits too much. We've been given a 3-second penalty. Our gap behind is 1.9 seconds. tyres come in to fit the mediums. Car ahead, now running medium tyres. Boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can. Caution. No need to worry about tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good. Right, some information on Hamilton. It looks like the problem is terminal. They're retiring the car. Full course caution. The safety car is out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. Slow down. Maintain positive delta. Exit now. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button more. There's 5 laps of fuel remaining. Nice overtake. Increasing the gap to the car behind by a few seconds per lap. Keep this up. they've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring. There's only one lap of fuel remaining. That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Fermé.
What a great race then, and what a magnificent victory here at the Belgium Grand Prix. So Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
Well, they played the safety car to absolute perfection. There are so many factors to worry about once the race is neutralised. I mean, do you pit for fresh rubber? Do you have the space behind you? How much fuel can you save? If you answer all of those questions correctly, you'll have a good chance. And that's exactly what happened today.
As today's winners make their way up the podium steps, the team at Renault have shown once again what it takes to build a successful Formula One team. A well-deserved win for them. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for driver of the day?
Well, you've put me in a bit of a tight spot today, but I think I'll go for Pierre Gasly. He kept a cool head under pressure and made the most of some difficult circumstances.
Let's move on to the constructors. The current championship leaders still hold top spot, but that gap is getting smaller. It was also a strong Grand Prix from Haas F1 this weekend. Fantastic work from the American team to move themselves further up the table. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
fans really seem to enjoy that.
You made it look easy. Your team must be ecstatic with how you're performing. Is there a hint of jealousy in seeing your teammate up there on the podium? Or are you happy for them? Your teammate is up on the podium today. This is a great thing for the team, isn't it? You scraped the walls a few times. Were you struggling for grip?
Great. Well, that's everything.